At the beginning of each term, the district side of the Advanced Opportunities portal requires some setup from a district manager. Now, before accessing the portal, you'll first have to access IC if you've never logged into the system. To create an account, you can navigate here from our homepage to IC, and here you can find a link that says Getting Started with IC. It gives you instructions on how to create an account. Now, once your account through IC is created, you'll need to contact someone in your school district, either a superintendent or your technology director, and ask them to assign the Advanced Opportunities portal role to your account. Now, there are 3 types of roles associated with the Advanced Opportunities portal. The first one is what we call the district manager. Now, the district manager is the person that oversees all of Advanced Opportunities in the entire school district. Generally, this role should only be assigned to 1, maybe 2 people in the school district. And this person will be responsible for submitting the data at the end of each semester or trimester to the State Department of Education. So again, just 1 or 2 people in the school district that can actually give us the final submission. The other role that we have available is the Advanced Opportunities District user role. And the second role has all the same capabilities as the district manager. The only difference is that the district user cannot submit. They can't do that final last submission. However, the district user can see data for any student across the entire school district. So if there is an exam or a course funding request made for any student in the district, this user role can see it. An Advanced Opportunities school user is someone who is working with students in a particular school. So generally, larger school districts that have multiple middle or high schools, a lot of the times their counselors will be assigned a school user role. Now, please don't assign multiple roles to a single account, because what that will do is it will duplicate your settings, and it will cause a lot of confusion because you'll have a lot of options on your account, more so than you need. So just select what is the highest viewability you need and assign just 1 role to your account. So when you do get into the account, we'll go to the Advanced Opportunities page. You'll click on Administrator Access to Advanced Opportunities. And first you'll need to set up some things at the beginning of the term so that your students can request funding, or you can request funding on their behalf. So first we'll need to look at school terms. If there's ever a situation where your school district switches from trimesters to semesters or vice versa, you can change that here under the Administration tab and go to School Terms, and then click on semesters and change it to trimesters. And then you'll need to save changes. That happens on rare occasions, but we just want you to be aware that that option is there. Then the next thing that you'll need to do is you'll need to assign courses. Now, what this is related to is a drop-down menu. So before I go there, let me give you an example. If I'm submitting a course application for a student and I go in here and I'm trying to find a class for a particular student, I'll select a course provider. It's very possible that you'll come here and this list here, this drop-down list, is empty when you find the course name, and there's no option except for other. So what we want to do is we want to create options for you or for the students. Even if you're entering on the data on the student's behalf, it's helpful to have an option there because the rest of the information will auto-populate and you won't have to type in that information for every student. So we're going to show you how to create this drop-down menu. You're going to go to the Administration tab, and this can be done by a district user or a district manager user. And we're going to go to Course Assignments. And you're going to select the school year. In this case, we'll go 2017-18. I'm going to assign a class to Aberdeen High School from, say, College of Southern Idaho. We're going to populate the grid. What I'm going to find here is a list of all classes available through CSI, and then the term during which they're available. So right now, all the courses are set to disallow. They're not allowed to be viewed by the students, and so I'm going to go ahead and use the search feature to find the class that I need. Let's say I have students in an English 101 class that they're taking in the fall, so I'm going to change this to allow. And then let's say they're taking English 102 in the spring. I'm going to change that to allow. And then I'm going to make sure to save changes. So now when I go to course application and I put in this information on behalf of a student at Aberdeen High School, I'm going to select the fall semester at CSI. You'll see that English 101 course. Now, if I were to select spring, I would find that English 102 course. As you can see, the rest of the information auto-populated based on the information that CSI provided to the system. And I'm going to select whatever county they're living in. There may be a reminder about a certificate of residency. And then I'm going to say that yes, the student has a fast forward participation form on file, and then submit course. Now right now the requested reimbursement amount is populating as 0 because I didn't actually enter the name of a student here, but if I did enter an EDU ID and a first and last name, then this information will also auto-populate. And then you will submit course, and it will be available. It will go to the next status, which is school level approval received. Now, a couple of special cases that you want to be aware of. When you are assigning courses, you'll notice that when you come here, there are a few options that are not on the list. Specifically, Idaho Digital Learning Academy is not on the list. BYU Independent Study is not on the list. And Idaho Independent Study is not on the list. That is because those courses are already defaulted to populate. And what I mean by that is when I'm in here selecting courses, if I select IDLA as the course provider, Idaho Digital Learning, all of their courses already populate. And the reason that is done is because there is so much variation in the types of coursework students can take through these organizations that we wanted to make sure that all of them are available to the students right away. Now let's look at the student side of the portal. It's very similar. So I'm going to go ahead and apply for advanced opportunities, and I'll log in as a fake student. And I can request funding. I'm going to request funding for a course for the 16-17 school district from Aberdeen. Let's say I'm an 11th grader for the fall. And again, if I pick either BYU Independent Study, I can see all of their courses, and then that information will auto-populate for me. I'll select whatever county I'm from and then submit a course. So that in a nutshell is how you set up the drop-down menus and things that need to happen before the term starts. If you have questions for us, feel free to contact our support team, and there are other video tutorials on how to manage student accounts and how to manage funding requests, and also on how to submit the information to the State Department of Education.